Hi everybody, this is Crystal and welcome to my first vlog. I want to make sure you bear with me as it is my first one, so I'm getting used to this new format. Basically, I'm a brand new Sweat Pink ambassador, so I wanted to make sure I jumped on their new series, which is a vlog every week. They have a topic, and this week's topic is basically what do you wish you would have known before you got involved, when you were first getting involved with fitness and being active and living a healthy lifestyle that would make a difference for you today. And at first this was really difficult for me. I've been an active person all my life. I've been really involved with sports, and so I kind of grew up in that mentality. So for me to think, okay, what do I wish I would have known, was a little difficult. So I kind of took it at the next level. So beyond just your local sports and beyond training with a team, I kind of took that, if you want to go from a weekend warrior to somebody who's training for a half marathon or a century bike ride, or you want to get involved with local mountain bike cyclocross racing, just using my personal experience as a background, what are things that I wish I would have known before I really got serious about some of these things? So the first one I think is really important, and that is we grow up being told that drinking water is important while you're working out, and some people follow this or don't. But I think it's really important to know, and I wish I would have known, that your body needs more than just water, especially when you're doing more strenuous activities, those hard, intense workouts. If it's really hot outside, you need those electrolytes, those other things in the drink besides just water. And this is important. I've seen a lot of friends in my bike club struggle with this year. We had a really hot summer, and a lot of them were just trying to get away with water, and they had cramping and various other issues that they had to deal with because they weren't getting those extras. Also, it's important to note that I've found out that you can actually die from drinking too much water. You can't actually die from dehydration, not drinking enough, because your body's going to shut down and stop you doing whatever the activity is. However, you can drink too much water because when you sweat, when it's really hot, you're sweating out salt along with the water. And that's where these electrolyte drinks come in. Even salt packets come in handy. So again, remember, especially if you're doing a marathon, for example, in a really hot day, you need to get those extras besides just water. Number 2 is sleep and recovery. I think both of these are two important things that are overlooked a lot. Especially when you get hardcore in a workout routine, you don't want to take a day off, you're worried that you're going to lose your progress if you rest. And number 1, it's important to listen to what your body says about rest. So even if your training plan says today you need to do 8 miles, but you really just are feeling run down, you may not be sick, but your body isn't feeling it, maybe do an easier run or take the day off. In a similar sense, when you do have recovery or rest days built into your training schedule, whether it's a day or a week, make sure you listen to that. Make those easy days easy. They're going to make your hard days better. They're going to allow you to reach that next peak instead of plateauing. Another thing that's important to note is that change really does take time. And we all know this in the back of our heads, but it's something you really need to think about. Just like you can't lose 15 pounds in 2 days, same thing's true. You can't suddenly bench press 200 if you were bench pressing 30 a week ago. And same applies with your biking, your running, etc. And I like to believe in a 6-week rule. I've heard this over and over again, and I really am starting to see it more in my own life, is that what you look like today and what you're able to do today is a result of what you did 6 weeks ago. So your weight is what you were eating 6 weeks ago. Your ability to push hard in a workout is based on what you did 6 weeks ago. So this is why, take weight for example, I see a lot of people who say, I stopped working out and I'm still losing weight and I feel great and I look good. Well, that's because your weight is on what you were doing 6 weeks ago. 6 weeks ago you were still putting in the miles and putting in the time, and you're seeing the result of that today. Now, to get a little specific on sports specific, take cycling, for example, first. Especially for the women out there, I want to tell you, you all need to go out and buy a pair of cycling shorts with a chamois in them. And more than just shorts, I highly, highly recommend you get a pair of bib shorts. Now, you'll hear people say, well, you can't go to the bathroom if you have bib shorts. Trust me, they're worth it. The times you're going to need to worry about taking them on and off, they're just as much of a pain or not a pain as another pair of shorts. So go with the bib shorts. They even suck in the nice little stomach if you feel like shorts kind of dig in there. They hold everything better, they're going to fit better, and along with those lines, you can't wear underwear. I know you may try to get away with it, you may think it's okay, but trust me, you'll feel so much better when you get rid of this. It allows the shorts to do what they're supposed to do and eliminate chafing and things where you don't want that to happen. So trust me, get a pair of nice bib shorts, don't wear underwear, and you'll thank me. Now, if you're a runner, there's two important things, shoes and socks, I think are the two most important things. And there's a lot been said about proper shoes and getting fitted, and so I'm not going to go into that, but because I think that's out there. But I really want to say you need breathable socks. This is something that I think a lot of people don't pay attention to. They go wear their 100% cotton socks from Walmart and think that's okay for running 8 miles. It's not. Not only is that really the foundation of your running, but if your feet can't breathe, think of all that extra heat that's building in there. You're already wearing shoes, so especially on a hot day, this can be a problem. So I encourage you to get socks that will allow your feet to breathe, and you'll be much happier. Now again, if you're somebody who is trying to break out of just being a weekend casual working outer to somebody who's getting serious about training, about a goal that you have in mind, I really recommend a heart rate monitor. I think I waited too long personally to get one, and I wish I would have got one sooner. I think they have numerous benefits, too many to list here, but basically I think the two primary reasons for getting one is, first of all, it allows you to really see if you're pushing hard and if you're taking it easy when you need to. So it allows you to really focus your energy when you need to. And you can see, was I really resting or recovering as much as I was supposed to by looking right at your heart rate? And then the other side of it that I find really useful is it's a great tracking device. It allows you, not only gets you in the habit of recording and putting things maybe into a training log or something, but it also allows you to see progress over time. You know, sometimes it can be frustrating. You've been doing something for a month or 6 months and you feel like you're not really making change, but in reality, if you're able to look back, you can see that the change might have been small over time, but over that entire time frame, you've made a huge jump in progress, and that really is a great motivating factor. Second to last, I highly recommend chocolate milk, and it's something I wish I would have known about sooner, I guess. You know, a lot of people talk about recovery drinks, about protein powder, all these different expensive mixes you can buy, and I just want to say, a cheap, easy solution when you come in from a workout is just grab a thing of chocolate milk. I personally use Ovaltine, but I think there's a lot of different options out there. It's a great, like I said, it's cheap, it's easy, and you can find it pretty much anywhere. And to end, I just want to say, I think it's really important, this is something that you're never told, is you need to have fun and you need to listen to yourself and your body. And what I mean by this is, if you're not having fun, if you're not enjoying what you're doing, you're not going to stick with it long term. You know, you may be able to last 6 months, you may be able even last a year or 2 years, but in the end, if you're not enjoying it, it's not going to last. Now, I'm not saying don't do things you don't like. I think it's great to try something out. There's a lot of people out there that'll tell you they hated running, and then they started doing it and they began to love it. So I think it's important to pay attention and try something, try out new things, but if you really aren't having fun, then it's not worth it. And this could be pushing yourself too hard or not hard enough, also factors into that. And that's where you need to listen to your body and what you think is best. There's a lot of, take nutrition for example, people will tell you you need to eat this or don't eat this. And if you talk about on a run, you know, you may ask 5 runners what you should be taking at mile 8 of a half marathon, and you'll get 4 different responses out of those 5 people. And so this is where I think it really comes down to, you need to perform trial and error for yourself, try different products, see what works for you, what doesn't work, do you have side effects, do you really feel a benefit from taking that product, and really go based on what you think is best. Same thing goes with when you're talking about instead of drinking water, those other supplement type drinks, find what works best for you and your body and believe in that, not what you read on the internet or what your friend up the road told you is the best. And that's it for my first vlog. I hope you enjoyed what I had to say and look forward to hearing from you